Hey guys, welcome to Flat Top King. Hey, today is all about reverse seared style picanha. We're gonna put it on skewers, we're gonna smoke it on our Pit Boss smoker, and then finish it off seared on high heat on that Pit Boss griddle. You guys stay tuned. Before we even get started, there is a lot of noise going on. We've got dogs in the neighborhood now, and we've got a huge tree falling. So excuse the noise and the interruptions. We're gonna try to edit a lot of this stuff out of it. All right, so this is kind of close to the heart. When I served in the military, you guys know that, the US Navy, obviously it's like a brotherhood, right? You get close to certain people, and we've stayed in contact this whole time, 20 plus years. Basically, he's a brother from another mother. He's just learning to get in the cooking process and all that stuff, and his favorite lately has been picanha. And he said, man, I love to see you do something with picanha. I said, well, I'd love to be able to incorporate the smoke and the griddle at the same time. He said, fantastic. So we're keeping the name out of it. This one's for you. I love you like a brother. Let's get on with it. So this is the idea. We're gonna slice the picanha against the grain, season it, slice it, and then we're gonna put it on our skewers. We're gonna smoke it at the lowest setting possible for the longest time possible to infuse as much smoke as possible. Then we're gonna finish it on a high heat with some beef tallow, and maybe baste it with like some butter, some Worcestershire sauce, some garlic, something like that, just to finish it off. This one's for you, brother. All right, here we go. I got a whole picanha. You guys can see that the grain's running this way. It's very important that you cut against the grain. I got some kosher salt here that we're gonna season pretty heavily. And we like some fresh pepper, so I'm gonna put that on there. The smoker is set just on the smoke setting, low as possible. So I should cut this way. I'm gonna keep them pretty thick. That should give me about 3 really good fat skewers or pieces. I'd rather go just a hair thicker because I want it to be able to be on the smoker for a little bit longer time. And that's just a test snack right there. Kind of roll a little bit of that seasoning all in it. All right, now that we have your skewered up, I've pushed them pretty close together. The more you spread it out, the thinner the product will be. And the heat penetrates the inside and it cooks faster. I like to skewer it very, very close together, just like this. It makes a thicker piece of meat, which allows you to hear more smoke because it's on the smoker longer, okay? All sides will get salt and pepper. Just like that. Now we're going to hit it on our smoker. It actually looks like it's set at about 180, somewhere through there. It's just on the smoke. I'm going to move it right up to 200. I'm going to let that fat cap, right here is the hottest part of the smoker. I'm gonna let that fat cap go that way. It's gonna be a great insulation for the meat, plus it's gonna help render that fat out. I'm gonna smoke it to about maybe like 110 degrees internal on the thickest part of the meat. And then we'll take it off, let it rest. While we're doing that, we're gonna make that little butter sauce I'm telling you about, and then we're gonna finish it very high heat on that griddle. All right, so we've taken it off. You guys see we got some nice smoke on there. It's registering about 95 to 105 degrees, somewhere through there. I took it off a little bit earlier because I knew I wanted to be able to render that fat a little bit longer, so that's why I chose about 5 to 10 degrees lower. All right, I've got butter melting in a little sauce pot. I'm gonna slice up just like 2 large cloves of garlic, super thin. Add that to the butter, start letting that garlic get soft. We got our flat top about a medium high heat. I want to be able to get a nice sear. All right, that's a good sign. Our butter's got nice and frothy. That garlic's in there dissolving. I'm just gonna splash a couple of dashes of Worcestershire sauce. That's gonna be our finishing sauce. A little beef tallow right there in the hottest part of the griddle. The first thing I'm gonna do is try to sear this fat side up. Ooh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh yeah. Ooh, you can smell that beef. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, just a little bit longer. Really render that fat out. All right, our griddle is definitely hot. You guys can see that oil coming down. I don't want to coat just yet because remember, you have to flip this over, right? So if you flip it over and you got all that butter on there, that temperature is so hot, you're more likely to burn the butter. So just be patient. You'll have plenty of time to baste. Oh yeah. Charring that fat up around the sides. Plenty of temperature to go. We like ours a little bit more on the rare to medium rare. That's why we took it off a little bit early. So I'm gonna shoot about 120 degrees, then we'll let it rest. All I'm gonna do is start rotating on each side. All right, we've hit that 110 degree range. See how butter's thickened up a little bit? That garlic's all nice and tender. Just start bathing. The butter's gonna come down on the griddle, which is fine. Just keep flipping often. Ooh, it smells good. I turned my griddle down to low. There's enough residual heat to carry over the cooking. I'm saving that garlic right for the last second. I'll show you. All right, now that we've hit our temperature that we're looking for, I'm gonna take that off the griddle. Just gonna let that rest. Remember that garlic I was telling you about? We're gonna throw it right on the griddle just for a couple seconds, and then we're gonna take all that butter and fat. We're saving it. That's gonna be our au jus. Just to warm up that butter. Remember, our griddle's off, so we're not burning the butter.
So that's the butter, Worcestershire sauce, and garlic.
Yep, and then we're going to save it. Give me a little bit of space here. Whoo! Now that is some serious color. That Maillard reaction, the smoke flavor. Remember I took all that butter and garlic, saved it. I'm just going to top this right here with it just for a little extra. Now, I guess the way they like to slice it. Woo. Dang.
Is that how they do it at Brazilian Steakhouse? We've never been to one.
Yeah. You want to take the first honors? I don't even salivating over there.
Golly, how can you not?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Found a little piece.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mmm. Mmm. Wow.
Yeah, that'll do.
Mmm.
I think slicing it thin is key. You can tell that even the small piece stayed that medium rarish.
Mmm.
That'll do. Mmm.
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 Mmm. How many mms can we get?
Boy, that's good.
I'll tell you what hits me right off the bat, especially on the edges.
Hang on. We're gonna start dripping down the deck here.
I'll tell you, the thing that you get the fastest, I think in my experience, especially with the edges, is the Maillard reaction. That deep beef flavor. And we did the steak tips, 3 must-haves, and I think we followed them all. We started with the dry meat. We seasoned it. We had an internal thermometer, or we had a thermometer that showed us our internal temperature along the way from the smoker all the way to the griddle. And then at the very end, we had the hot griddle. I think all those 3 played a part. This being a larger cut of meat allowed you to flip more often, keep it on the griddle a little bit longer. It kept it on the smoker a little bit longer, which you build smoke flavor, and is able to get that Maillard reaction deeper on the griddle. So all those things play an effect, and it just produces a fantastic product. Brother, I hope you enjoy this one. Cheers from me to you. I wish we're together now.
I know. I wish you were here with us, chowing down on the back deck. You'll have to come visit. You know who you are.
All right, guys. So look, we have a membership. It's a join button. Just check that out. If you've taken time to do so, thank you very much. Check us out on the Griddle Group on Facebook. Is where we talk about griddles. Lately, we've been talking about smokers. We just talk about cooking. We have a great time. There's a ton of information available for all the griddle brands, for all the people looking into griddles. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share it with your friends. Brother, love you.
Golly, that's good.